Good morning, NFI. This week, well, we were supposed to have NFI Tag 2020, but it turns out there weren't very many people interested in that, and only Dave and myself signed up. And we figured, with the community being kind of quiet at the moment, if we put out an ask for questions, we probably wouldn't get very many. So we decided simply instead to make up a few questions for each other. So today I will answer 5 questions provided by Dave, so without further ado, roll the intro. Question 1. What was the last thing that made you raise an eyebrow? As much as I think about it, I can't really think of anything specific. So little noteworthy has happened over the last 3 months that just nothing is really coming to mind. But it was probably some work-related computer bug. Question 2. What channel have you watched the most in the last month? And if you watched my YouTuber emulation video last week, you already know the answer to that. It's Binging with Babish. I only subscribed to that channel a couple of months ago, and since then I've also been working through the backlog. But I have pretty much finished with that at this point, and in general my subscriptions, at least ones who post regularly, are still pretty thin at the moment. There aren't very many of them, so I'm always on the lookout for more recommendations, so if you have any, comments below. Question 3. Name something you regret not doing sooner. Which isn't exactly phrased as a question, but I think I get the idea. The detailed answer is probably an entire video for some point one day in the future, but what it boils down to is paying more attention to my own health. Question 4. Do you know the Muffin Man? Yes, I know the Muffin Man. And question 5. Talk about missing a YouTube deadline. Does it bother you? Now the thing about this is, for me at least, that's not something that's ever really happened particularly significantly. The majority of my YouTube projects haven't had a deadline. Obviously videos here for NFI have a specific day they need to be posted on, but I've never actually missed that. It's been down to the wire sometimes, but in whether it is like 44 videos I've done on this channel now, none of them have been late. I do have my Disney reviews, which I'm doing every week at the moment, and in theory I post them every Thursday at 6 o'clock. But that's a deadline that I basically just set just for me. There aren't enough people waiting for that video that actually makes a difference. Not a lot of thought went into picking that time. It was just something that's, not too late in the UK and not too early in the US. 4 or 5 times out of 32 videos at this point, I have been a little bit late. And for all of those apart from one, I was less than 15 minutes late. The one time I was much later than that, 2 hours in fact, I realised that was going to happen in advance and was able to announce that it was going to be late. And the reason that happened was so I had time to go out to the shop and get ingredients to do my cooking video for NFI last week. So that was late in order to meet a deadline for a different YouTube video. So does missing a YouTube deadline bother me? Yes, I think it would, if that had actually happened to me, but it hasn't really yet. So there we go, all done, questions answered. I hope that was at least somewhat entertaining. Thanks for watching, and Dave, we'll see you tomorrow.